What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Romac with DFS Greatness. I'm here to give you great lineups, great picks. Let's have a great night. We got a lovely 6-game slate for this Saturday, March the 30th. Let's get to it, man. Like my page, subscribe to my channel. Let's get to the green line. First game of the night, Trailblazers against the Pistons, 215 total. Trailblazers on a back-to-back. Magic against the Pacers, 205.5 total. Magic, playoff game. They got to win. Every game out for here is for my Magic to make it to the playoffs, man. Magic and Heat is real tight. 210 total. Heat against the Knicks. Raptors against the Bulls, 215 total. Kawhi Leonard's already ruled out personal reasons. Sixers against the Timberwolves, 228.5 total. No, Joel Embiid's already out for rest next 3 games. Grizzlies against the Suns for the late night hammer, 220.5 total. Let's get to it, man. At the point guard position tonight, the guy's going to be a lock for me tonight with no Joel Embiid. I think you guys should put him in your lineups tonight at 8,400. Got to be Ben Simmons, man. With Joel Embiid off the floor, Ben Simmons' usage is to the ceiling. And I like him. I think he's in a terrific matchup. Last 2 games going against Minnesota's averaging 55 fantasy points. So I like him a lot, man. He got a 63% chance to hit value tonight on DraftKings, a 42 on FanDuel. 8,400 price tag, need 44 fantasy points is 5x. He's $1,300 more on FanDuel, so he's a better DraftKings play. And Minnesota defense, 11 worse against point guards, so they're on the back-to-back also. So I like Ben Simmons a lot, man, with the usage because it's going to be a good game. And then you got Mike Conley at 7,600. And that's another guy I like going against Phoenix. Second worst defense as a whole. And they give it the 10th most points to point guards at 7,600. Need around 40 fantasy points is 5x. I like him a lot, $1,000 more on FanDuel. He got a 57% chance to hit value on DraftKings and a 45 on FanDuel. So I like this guy a lot tonight. And also, you got Kyle Lowry tonight going against Chicago. 70% chance to hit value on DraftKings and a 68 on FanDuel. 6th worst defense to hold to give it the 9th most points to point guard. Chicago does. 32 projected to get 32 fantasy points for 4x. He's $100 cheaper on FanDuel. But Chicago is pretty terrible. Possibly a blowout, so you can't predict blowouts, but definitely could happen. And you still got Dwayne Wade at 6,200. Guy been playing good, man. They playing hard to get him in the playoffs for the 8th seed because it's his last run and going against New York. 3rd worst defense as a whole, give it the 5th most points to point guard, 6,200. Per jet, get 30 fantasy points is 5x last 3 games. D Wade has been vintage Wade, averaging 27 fantasy points. Like him a lot too. And you still got a lot of cheap guys. Harrison, 6,000, not pulling that trigger on him. Too expensive. And you also got Dragic, man. Him and D Wade just in the same ballpark. You can go to both the direction. Both of those guys do not see anything wrong with you playing them in your lineup at all. And also Van Fleet, 5,300. Definitely will be a lock to tonight. Going against Chicago, it's too cheap. It's good minutes tonight. No Kawhi. Definitely don't see anything wrong with the one that's got in your lineup tonight. I like him a lot tonight. But at the point guard position, I'm going to definitely, Ben Simmons will be my first locker tonight. And at the shooting guard position tonight, you got a lot of good options. Devin Booker at the 9,700 price tag. I'm just not feeling it tonight. I know he's been going off every night, but I'm not a fan of it. Probably when I had no exposure, but I do like Jimmy Buckets going back to Minnesota tonight. That's gonna be a good play. He's $1,000 more on FanDuel at 7,300, projected to get 36 fantasy points, 5x. They got the 9th worst defense against shooting guards, 55% chance to hit value on DraftKings, 39 on FanDuel. I like Jimmy Butler. I think the revenge narrative is there tonight, going against his old team back at his own stomping grounds. Do not see anything wrong with the one. I mentioned Dwayne Wade earlier. And also, with no Joel Embiid, J.J. Redick is a guy you would definitely have exposure to at 5,500. J.J. Redick been playing good. They got the second, we'll give it the second most fantasy points to shooting guard. I like him. You just never know what you can get for J.J. Redick. And also, you still got your guy like Dion Waiters at 5,200. Just a guy you could throw in your lineup a little bit cheap. He's pretty good. 26 projected tonight, 5x. Definitely want to have some exposure to him also. And when Kawhi Leonard is off the floor, Danny Green is a guy that always steps up and balls out, man. at the price tag at 4,900. Do not see anything wrong with throwing a little Danny Green in your lineup. I'm going to get Chicago. They give up the 4th most points to shooting guards just to be a little different. Do not see anything wrong with throwing that guy in your lineup tonight. At the small forward position tonight, you got a whole bunch of good options tonight. But a guy I like tonight, I mentioned basically the Philly guys, the main guys, I'm going to have probably and stack them in the lineup in Minnesota because I think that's going to be a very competitive game. But I definitely like a little Aaron Gordon going against Indianapolis. Last 3 games going against Indiana, he's projected. He's had 32 fantasy points averaging. He got a 64% chance to hit value on DraftKings, 53 on FanDuel. It's 6,500. He 32 projected tonight, 5x. And $200 more on FanDuel. Do not see anything wrong with doing this guy in your lineup, but like him a lot tonight. There's another guy. It's a lot of injuries tonight, man. A lot of people are out. I slick want to go back to the guy, man, for Memphis, man. This guy been balling, bro. Cabarrio, whatever his guy name is, for the Grizzlies. Bruno. Man, I think he's in a good matchup. Jackson's out for the rest of the year. Phoenix is terrible at rebounding. So this guys is somebody different. You can throw your lineup at 4,800. Do not see nothing wrong with throwing this guy in your lineup, man. He's been balling. It's 4,800. Projected to get 27 fantasy points. It's 5x tonight. $500 more on FanDuel. Do not see anything wrong with throwing. Well, he's $1,200 more on FanDuel, so he's definitely a better DraftKings play. I like this guy a lot tonight too. At the power forward position tonight, you got a whole bunch of, you got not that many good options, but Siakam against Chicago definitely can break the slate, man. I like him a lot. They got the 6th worst defense of all 4th worst defense against power forwards. He got a 35% chance to hit value on DraftKings. I like Siakam a lot, man. Just being a little different. I'm pretty sure projected ownership for Siakam tonight is not up yet. But I definitely like Bam Adebayo, and I like Whiteside too. I don't know, Whiteside is out of the rotation. He's barely playing minutes, but Bam against New York definitely can have crushed value. 6,100. Projected to get 31 tonight, 5x. He's 1,100 more on FanDuel, so he's a better DraftKings play than FanDuel play. I'm going to lock this guy in from earlier I was talking about. And at the center position tonight, without no Joel Embiid tonight, definitely going to have Cat in my lineup tonight, man. I think Cat will probably break the slate. He's going against Bolden. They already said Bolden will be starting tonight at 10,400. Project to get 50 fantasy points, just around 5x. He's $1,000 more on FanDuel, 54% chance to hit value on DraftKings, 38 on FanDuel. Definitely like Big Cat tonight. Another center you can go with, Valanciunas tonight, going against Phoenix. You can put him and Bruno in the lineup together. He's 8,000. Price don't went up a lot. The guy been balling. Last 3 games, averaging 30 fantasy points, but he got a 32% chance to hit value on DraftKings, 17 on FanDuel, 8,000 price tag. He just needing around 44. It's 5x, $500 more on FanDuel. Definitely like him a lot tonight, man. Just to be a little different than the field. At the 5,500, you got you got Marcus All. I like him too. Cheap, going to get Chicago. 28 fantasy points projected. 5x tonight. 75% chance to hit value on DraftKings and 74 on FanDuel. Do not see anything wrong with throwing this guy in your lineup. And like I mentioned earlier, I say this guy a lot too. Whiteside. He just ain't playing over 20 minutes, but if he do somehow play against minutes, he has killed New York. But, I don't know what's going on with their team right now, but something's not that good, man. I'm going to give you some more sleeper plays I got for tonight. Got around 4,000 left to play with. The guys that I did not mention. Chandler Parson, 4,100. And you also got like Derrick Jones for the Heat. Definitely as a guy always play pretty good. James Jones and Dario. And that's the good guys you can play tonight. I just can't predict blowouts or nothing, but definitely like Justin Holiday for Memphis and 4,900. And also you got Tyler Dorsey. The guy been playing pretty good, man. I think that game will be very competitive. Memphis against the Phoenix will be competitive. I didn't mention Enes Kanter, man, but man, this guy been he been waiting the bed. He's been he's not been good at all since he's been starting. I know the first game he started, they played Chicago, they blew him out. Then they played Atlanta last night, only had 26 fantasy points. I just thought his ceiling would be more, but it hasn't. And you still got tonight if you want to throw a GPP dart at Boban for Philadelphia with Joel Embiid out. I mean, you can go the direction, just save a little cap if you want to, but I probably won't have him, no exposure to him at all. But at the end of the day, man, hopefully this video will be helpful for you guys. This is a core that I'm working with tonight for my lineups. Hopefully this video will help you, man. I know the basketball season just about over with. A lot of people get into baseball. I will be trying to have some baseball video content out pretty soon. But until then, this is your boy Ron back with DFS Greatness. Till next time, good luck everyone. Cash out. Subscribe to my page. Like my channel. Till next time I'm out. Good luck, man.